Good Monday morning, everybody. I am coming to you from a different location, so I'm not sure about my bandwidth, so I'm not going to turn on the camera, but I am going to kind of walk you through what's going on this week. I also am probably going to post a second video this week after I look at the pro-con assignments. Usually folks have some problems with just how to work out those documents and stuff. So I'll probably have a follow-up. But anyway, in the meantime, we are going into Unit 5 this week. So let's take a look. We've already started writing argumentative things, right? Because a pro-con, that's exactly what it is. When you are looking at both sides and giving the reasons for both, you are on the road to creating an effective argument. And so this week, we are digging more into that. Everything we're doing from here on out really, excuse me, ties to the argument paper. So your readings this week are going to focus on argumentative writing and persuasion, fact, opinion, and bias, which is going to be great because we talked about those terms a lot back in one of the earlier units. But this way, we're going to dig even more into them. And then there's a sample introduction that you might see in an argument essay. Now, please keep in mind, cyberbullying is not one of the topics that you can write about. So this is a sample paragraph that might open an introduction or open an argument paper, but this is on a completely different topic. It's just meant to show you how you might do it. So things like starting with a question and writing a clear thesis statement at the end that really lays out what's coming in the body. Because you're going to be working on your introduction for the paper this week. In the discussion board this week, we are focusing again on fact versus opinion, and you are going to be basically defining those things and talking about why people get confused about them. The fun part of this discussion is at the end of the post, you need to write 2 sentences. One will be statement 1, one will be statement 2. One should be a fact and one should be an opinion, but you should not say which is which. And then when you respond to everyone else, that's what you want to answer. You want to look at their 2 statements and you want to choose which one do you think is a fact, which one do you think is an opinion. Okay, so that's this week's discussion board. And then for Unit 5, the argument essay is just the first paragraph. So again, you've got that sample that you're going to look at, that yours will look somewhat like that, but it's also not the whole thing. It's just the introduction, and it has to be on one of the argument topics. This link, the one that just says argument essay, is the full assignment for the argument essay itself. So all of the topics are in there, and you may, I do think you should preview this. This is the assignment that is due in week 7, and it even says that up here at the top. Okay, all you have to write this week is the introductory paragraph for this. So there is a separate assignment sheet for it. Let's click on that. This is the assignment for unit number 5. Okay, so you should look at both of these, but you'll notice that one was due in unit 7. This one is due in unit 5. Same topics. And then you're also going to have had the experience of looking at the pro and con of the issue. So you're going to write your first paragraph of your essay. Okay, so review this carefully. I always say, I think you should print these out. I definitely think you should print out the one for the big argument essay because it's something you're going to be working on for the next few weeks. So please keep that in mind. And then of course, when you're done with that, you're going to submit that to the assignment. In order to submit it, you're going to click on the assignment link and you're going to click on browse local files. You absolutely need to be turning these formal writing assignments in as one of these types of files. Okay, it says in the main assignment it should be a Word document or a PDF, and that is preferred, but Safe Assign will look for these other ones, but If you need some technical help with that, don't be afraid to reach out. And then, of course, when you're done, you'll hit submit, and that is your assignment. So this week, just like last week, your assignment should have a cover page, the actual document. In this case, it'll actually be shorter because last week's was 2 paragraphs. And then if you use any references in the introduction, if you use any research, please do go ahead and include a reference page and cite that. But you probably won't. You don't have to use any research in your actual introduction. So as usual, if you have questions about it, let me know, and I will see you next Monday.